Here's how I made my first 10K a month in just 2 months of remote closing from scratch. Now, there's so much noise online about how long it actually takes to hit your first 10K a month. Some people say 30 days, some people say 90 days, others say that it takes years. So let me give you the truth. And well, when I say the truth and my reality. In February 2022, I was brand new to remote closing. In fact, I didn't even know that this is what it was called. I had no mentor, no team, no fancy funnel. I was just a girl with a sales script and a laptop. All right. And by March, the month later, I'd hit my first 10K month. But I have to be real honest about this. That result didn't just come by accident in the first month. I'd actually been selling my own online coaching program since 2020. Trial and errors, tears, tantrums, frustration, late night. And that was where I learned the ropes, the mindset that I needed to thrive in sales, the resilience and the grit, where I made every mistake you could possibly make in sales. So when I transitioned into high ticket closing, I already kind of knew how to sell. I had just finally had the products I didn't need to have to deliver or coach. That's when everything changed for me. And here's exactly what happened month by month and what it really takes to make this work. So I started selling fitness coaching in 2020. It was just me on Instagram winging it. I had no systems, no funnels, no nothing, no proper sales training, just me on my own trying to figure out how to make money online. But I didn't realize at the time this was the foundations. This was the first real sales training. I was doing my sales calls in my bedroom, quoting prices that I wasn't even confident in, getting ghosted, learning to handle objections the hard way. That's when I realized it's not just about what you say, but sales is about how you think. In February 2022, by the time I got my first real sales role, I was already ready, whether I sort of knew that or not. I closed 6K in commissions in my first month, and that is when it hit me. This was the thing that I'd been looking for. Something with no delivery, no client check-ins, not posting content, just taking sales calls, the thing that I actually enjoyed doing, just closing. And I was finally being paid what I was worth. Fast forward to March 2022, my second month in high ticket closing, it felt surreal. I hit my first 10K month. It almost felt illegal, but it was also inevitable because I was finally putting years of trial and error into something simple and scalable. It wasn't some fluke. It was a result of learning sales the hard way in my own business, practicing like crazy, getting better with every call. I didn't get lucky. I got skilled. And where most people go wrong, most beginners, they think they're just going to get this job of a closer and start printing money. But in reality, you need to get good at selling first before you jump on an offer. You need a plan, not just vibes. You need to be ready to perform when the opportunity lands. Too many people join a program, post on LinkedIn once, and then expect to be on 10K a month in less than 30 days. But unfortunately, it's not that easy. But it's also not as hard as you think if you are coachable, consistent, and hungry. If I had to go back and tell day one me, give her some advice, I'd tell her that the struggle that you went through building your own business will pay off tenfold in sales. You're not behind, you're just building the foundations and building the depth. The first time someone says, I'm in on a 5K deal or a 6K deal or a 10K deal, it's going to be worth it. So no, you don't need years of experience. You don't need a huge following. You don't need to go viral. Or you don't need to go through the trial and error that I went through building my own business, because all of that I've put into Her Sales Society, the mentorship. You just need the skill, the plan, and someone to actually help you collapse the timeline. I wasn't as lucky as you to have something like this, a mentorship to help me back then. So if you are looking for that support, collapse the timeline, fast forward everything that I've learned in 5 years into 6 months, book a call with our team below, and I'd be happy to have a chat with you about starting your career in sales.